So freaking good. I can't wait until you try it. I had so many questions about making chicken noodle soup from scratch after my post this weekend. I was trying to revive my sick kiddo. He had a fever. He was really under the weather. He did pull up and he absolutely loved this chicken noodle soup. Usually I have enough left to freeze it for the next time someone is under the weather, but he went through all of it. So I'm gonna make it from scratch with you today. It's not going to take that long. Give it like 30 minutes your first try, but I'm gonna show you how simple it is to make this chicken noodle soup from scratch. The first thing I want you to get started on is the pasta. Some people like to cook the pasta in the soup. I'm not that way. I like to cook the pasta before cooking the soup. That way it's perfectly al dente and super satisfying and it doesn't get mushy. For a traditional chicken noodle soup, egg noodles are a great idea, but today I'm gonna use this. My kiddo loved this version of chicken noodle soup that I'm making for you today, so I'm not gonna chance anything and throw it off at all. One of the secrets to that is that I diced up the veggies super small, so he didn't like see a huge carrot to become afraid of it or whatever. You know, sometimes he'll eat things, sometimes he'll go back and forth. If this is how he's eating a pretty nutritious soup, I'm gonna serve it exactly how he likes it. So this is the fun pasta that I had. I just pick up all different pasta shapes. Look at these tiny little dots. This is called toasted fregula. Toasted fregula. It was really good. It's just like little dots of pasta. So I'm gonna cook this up first. I'm gonna use 1 cup of this pasta. First, I'm seasoning the water with half a teaspoon salt. All right, so now it is time to prepare the vegetables. So I'm gonna use 3 or 4 stalks of celery and 4 carrots because I love carrots, 1 onion, and then I'm gonna really finely mince up I'm gonna go for 6. I'm gonna finely mince up 6 cloves of garlic because I love garlic. Celery. I forgot I said that my kiddo actually liked it diced up super small, so I'm going about this small on the celery, okay? So I'm using a large Dutch oven for this. You could also just use a large soup pot or some other large vessel. I'm going to just put the veggies in while I chop so I have less cleanup. Carrots. Onion. Mince up some garlic for later. I bought this awesome slotted pasta spoon. Yep, they're good. Now I'm gonna saute this on about medium heat. Add 2 tablespoons butter, 1 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 2 teaspoons Italian seasonings. Saute all the veggies on medium heat for about 5 to 7 minutes until they turn translucent and start to caramelize a bit. Now I'm gonna push the veggies to the side. I'm gonna add 1 more tablespoon of butter. I'm gonna add in 3 pounds of chicken breast meat. You could use chicken thigh meat. I diced it in really large chunks, which is gonna help it cook a bit faster. So first it's gonna brown on the bottom. So then I'm gonna add in 12 cups of water, but you can use chicken broth or vegetable broth. I just don't have either in my house today. All right, now I am adding in about that tablespoon of minced fresh garlic. You could always use garlic powder or garlic salt, but definitely fresh minced, I think, gives your sickness or whatever you're fighting against the upper edge. Something about garlic does it for me. Maybe it like clears out your nose. So anyways, I'm gonna add this in. I'm gonna raise the heat to high because I want this to boil. And then once it gets to high, I'm gonna leave it there 5 minutes. That's gonna help cook the chicken through. After 5 minutes of boiling, this is with the lid closed, I'm going to reduce it to a simmer, light little bubbles. And then I'm going to let it ride that out for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna check on the chicken, and once all the chicken is cooked all the way through, I'm gonna take out a piece, measure the temperature of it, or cut through it to make sure it's all cooked through. Then I'm gonna take all the chicken out, and I'm gonna dice it up super fine. And then I'm gonna add it back to the pot, and I'm gonna also add the pasta at that time, and then the chicken noodle soup will be done. Now, I did not always used to dice up all the veggies, all the chicken this small. Obviously, more dicing is a little bit more work. Chunks would work out perfectly fine, and most people like that, but I have found my son loves when I mince up all the ingredients super small, so that's what we did today. Now, back into the pot will go the diced chicken that's already cooked and the pasta, and then we're ready to serve. Throwing the chicken back in, adding the pasta in. Ooh, it smells so good. Whoa, this is, whew, yummy. All right, everybody should know how to make this from scratch. What I'm talking about is yummy chicken noodle soup. This is perfect when the colder temperatures hit, people are getting the sniffles, feeling under the weather. I swear to God, I'm not a doctor, but I believe this cures people of things. And make a big old batch, freeze it so you have it all winter long.